Mabuhay madayaw guys, I am Anthony Tangkunchan. This is our report. Group 2 reporting is, our introduction is all about accounting. So what is accounting? Accounting is the process of recording, summarizing, and analyzing and reporting financial transactions using a business or report and this helps to track the income, expenses, assets, and liabilities, providing clear picture of financial health. So, ang ginaingon na ang accounting kay plus o minus ra. So, mo na accounting ang accounting sama sa ginaingon ni Sir Dira kay idol mo na ko siya. Ang accounting daw kay the process of it's an art. So, habang paminaw ka sa mga like sa mga business meeting, record ka about financial topics nila habang siguro sila about ana. So, dira na to magawas ang main goal sa accounting. It's to provide useful financial information to decision maker like business owners, managers, investors, and regulators. In simple terms, like questionnaires, how much money and the business make or lose, like that. Okay, so let's repeat. The accounting is about recording the financial, and it helps track income, expenses, assets, and liabilities, providing a clear picture of financial health. So that's it. Thank you.
Mabuhay madayaw everyone, I'm Abby Aguilera. I'm from Group 2. My topic it's all about customers. Customers are important to our business that buy goods or services from a company. They are important for a company's success because their purchases bring in money to the company. So, people and business na napalit ng mga things like goods or services from a company are called customers. So the customers are so really important because their purchases. So mo-provide ang company with the money na kailangan to operate and grow. So for example, ikaw you can call yourself as a customer. So like nagbuy ka sa ilang mga product para ang ilang company mapagdayon. So ang customers the reason na nganong na ay business, and he also important, and more customers are the customers, they can still create a better product. So that's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. So my topic is creditors. Creditors are individuals or entities that lend money or provide credit to a company. So ang creditors is pwede tao, negosyo, or company na pwede ninyo utangan. For example, mag-loan ka. So mag-expect na yun ka ana nga naadyo kay other buyer nun or naadyo siya interest. And kaning creditors is mauni siya ang usa sa mga ginasaligan sa mga tao. And naga-provide siya og goods, services, or loans sa business. So naako siya short-term versus long-term creditors. Ang short-term creditors kay kailangan ka mobayad sa imong utang sulod sa isa ka tuig. Then ang kaning long-term creditors kay pwede nimo bayaran imong utang more than 1 year. So ang creditors is na siya importance in financial reporting. One is liabilities. Creditors represent a company liabilities which are obligation to pay money or provide services to others in the future. Two is solvency. Monitoring creditors help assess a company's solvency or its ability to meet its long-term financial obligation. Three is liquidity. Creditor balance impact a company liquidity or its ability to meet its short-term obligation. Four is financial health. A proper management of creditor relationship is essential for maintaining a healthy financial position. And that's all for creditors. Thank you.
Mabuhay ug madayaw, sir. My name is Hanika May V. Lasconia, and my topic is all about potential investors. Investors are people who are thinking about their money into a business. So, they are not yet owners, but they are interested of becoming a part owners by buying shares or investing money. But before they invest, they have a lot of questions. First is the business is making a profit? Kung halinon ba yung business? Second is, can it grow and become more successful? Third is, will they earn money from their investment in the future? Maka-earn ba ang mga investors silang gi-invest in the future? So why are potential investors are important? First, they give money to start or grow a business. Siyempre, without their money, lisod jud mag-grow og business. Second, they help make your business bigger and better. You can use their money to buy a tools and mag-hire kag mga workers. Third, they believe in your idea. Kani siya, naghatag ni siya og confidence and support nga mo keep going ka kay tungod tuuhan nila imuhang idea. Fifth, they open more opportunities. So, ang mga investors, daganan silang mga kailang nga tao or mga company nga pwede kay introduce dito para mutabang sa imuha or makatabang sa imuha. In short, potential investors are important because they give money, support, and help your business succeed. So, what are the disadvantage and advantage of potential investors? Advantage of potential investors first is more money for the business. So, kung giingon ganiha, hatagan kanila og kwarta para mag-grow imong business and pwede sa nimo ni gamiton pampalit og mga tools or mag-hire kag workers. Second, less need for loans. Dili na nimo kailangan mangutang or manghiram sa bangko or magpay og interest. Third, useful advice and experience. Para sa akong ganiha na ang mga investors is experiensyado na. Pwede kanila hatagan og advice o mga tips para makatabang sa imuha o sa business. Fourth, more connections. Para sa po sa akong ganiha nga ang mga investors daghan og kaila ng mga tao or mga company nga pwede i-introduce ka para makatabang sa imuha o para tabangan ka. Sa disadvantage of potential investors, first is less control over the business. Dili na jud kayo ka makakontrol sa imong business kay ang mga investors ang nagahatag og mga idea or mga desisyon sa imong business. Second, share in profits. Syempre kailangan nimo i-share mo ang mga earnings, mga halin para manghalin para sa mga investors. Third, pressure to succeed. Syempre, nag-expect yun na ang investors nga mag-grow o maka-earn ang imong business. So, kailangan yun na nimo kabuton lang expectation, which is makakos sa imuha og stress og pressure. Fourth, possible disagreements. Dili sa tanan panahon or oras nga ang investors ang masunod. For example, nakay cafe. Then, naka-business nga cafe. Then, ang gusto ipangalan sa investors nga cafe is Don Macchiato. Tapos, ang gusto nimo ipangalan sa imong cafe is Capicol. So, nadyo mga possible disagreements. Salamat po, ingat po.
My name is Michelle Laliva, and today we're going to talk about government. The government is one of the most important users of accounting information. It uses this information to make sure that all businesses or companies are following tax laws, rules, and financial reporting standards. Without accounting records, it would be difficult for the government to monitor whether business are paying the correct taxes or not. This is important because the taxes collected by the government are used to build schools, roads, hospitals, and other services of the people. For example, if you own a sari-sari store and you earn 10,000 per month, you need to report it because it will be the basis of the tax you have to pay. And for the government, we have three. First is profit, risk return, and the last one is cash flow. In profit, this shows if a business is making a profit or not. It measures how well the company uses its resources to earn money. And risk and return means the chance of losing money, while return means the money or benefit you gain from an investment. Usually, the higher the risk, the higher the possible return. And for the last one, which is cash flow, is the movement of money in and out of business. It tells if the company has enough cash to pay bills, salaries, and expenses. In short, government is checks compliance with laws, and profitability shows if the business earns more than it spends, and the last one, which is cash flow, is higher risk can give higher earnings. That's all. Thank you.
What is academe? Academe refers to the academic community that conducts research, educate future accountants, and share knowledge about accounting practices. Example, may isa ka university and nag-study siya on how companies report their finance. Nya, pag na-studyhan na sa isa ka university, kay gina-teach nila sa ilang mga students or sa ilang mga accounting students para mas dagan sila knowledge about sa ilang field. O para makahelp pud sila sa mga businesses or investors to understand their financial information better.
Mabuhay madayaw everyone, I'm Abby and my another topic is general public. General public, an external user in anyone outside that company who does take part in daily operation but use the company's financial information. So, general public di ay kay dili siya part sa company because general public is for government while a company is a business entity. So, do not participate sa adlaw-adlaw na operation or decision making na ginagamit gyapon siya sa information financial data company share. So for example, people in community want to know if a company is financially stable or responsible, labi na kung ang kumpanya ay environment or naghatag og important service. So that's all. Thank you.
Mabuhay ug madayaw everyone. My name is Mary Grace Alcazar, and now I will be discussing management and employees. So management refers to a business owner, executive, and manager who make decisions about planning, controlling, and organizing the company's activity. They use accounting information to check if the company is earning or losing money, to identify the areas that needs improvement, and to decide how they use resources wisely. They also use it to motivate employees and guide the companies towards its goal. While the employees are the people working in a company in a different position. Even though they are not the ones making the big decision, accounting information is still important to them because it can affect their job security, salary, and benefits. If the company finances are healthy, employees can feel more secure and may also get bonuses and salary increase. So these are the difference between management and employees in an accounting. So management, they are the ones who plan, organize, and make big decisions to the company. They use accounting report like the income statement and balance sheets to see if the company is earning or losing. For example, a manager checks the financial report to decide whether to increase the salary, buy new equipment, or open a new branch. While the employees, they are the workers who help run the daily operation of the company. They don't usually prepare accounting reports, but they are directly affected by them. For example, employees feel the effect through the payroll, salary, bonuses, and the benefits, which depend on a financial decision made by management. So to clarify or help you to understand what are the difference between management and employees, so management uses accounting to make decision, while employees are affected by those decisions. So para mas maintindihan niyo palalo kung ano ang different between management and employees, gumawa ako ng game called Who Am I? Accounting Edition. I will read a clue and you will guess if it's management or employees. So let's start. The first clue is I make decision about planning, controlling, and organizing the company's activity. So the answer is management. So the second clue is I use accounting information to check if the business is making profit or is spending too much. So the answer is, so the third clue is I benefit from accounting information because it affects my salary, benefits, and job security. So the answer is, so the second to the last clue is I follow procedures, work with my teammates, and help the company succeed. So the answer is, so that's all. Thank you for joining my activities. I hope this game will help you to understand the difference between management and employees and how both important in accounting.
So, me and Miss Mina are assigned to tackle about internal user owners or stockholders. So, what is internal users? Internal users refer to the member of a company management and other individuals who use financial information in running and managing the business. So, they work within the company and make decision for the business. So, mauni sila ang naa sa business organization na nagagamit og financial information sa company. So, who are the internal users of accounting? So, first we have top-level managers, includes executive officers such as CEO or Chief Executive Officer, CFO or Chief Financial Officer, COO or Chief Operating Officers, and etc. They are in charge of the overall plans and policies of the organization. Officers are elected from the board of their directors to run and oversee the company. Officers represent the board of directors and ultimately all investors of the business. So next we have middle level managers. So departmental heads, brand managers, junior executives, they are in charge of executing the plans of the top management and oversee the performance of division or department they are handling. So next we have lower level managers. Supervisor and foreman, they are the first line managers who supervise the day-to-day operation of the business and directs worker and employees. So ma-include na po nato ang small businesses because these owners are considered as internal users since they have the role of managing their business.
So Claire tackled about internal users, and now let's proceed to what stockholders are. But before I start, I want you to show again the visual aids for you all to see it. So here it is. Owners or stockholders are people who invest money in a business. So basically, they are part of internal users because they are directly connected to the company and have a financial interest in its success. So what do they want? Why are they investing? So first, we have the ROI or return on investment. For example, nag-invest sila ng 10K sa isang company. Ang goal nila o ang gusto nila dun is madoble yung perang ininvest nila in the near future. Naglalabas sila ng pera sa kumpanya, syempre gusto rin nilang may mabalik. Hindi sila mag-i-invest sa isang company if they know that palugi na ito. For example, if mag-i-invest ka sa isang company, you need to check their records if kumikita ba sila, if malakas ba yung business nila, because if nag-invest ka nang hindi ka nagba-background checking or nag-check ng record nila, pwedeng hindi mabalik yung pera mong ininvest dun sa company na yun because paano mababalik kung palugi na yung kumpanya? Kaya before mag-invest sa isang company, make sure to do a background checking or mag-check kayo ng record nila. If, yun nga, kumikita sila, if malakas yung kita, if babalik ba nila yung investment ninyo? Or dodoblehin, ganon. So now let's proceed to the number 2. Number 2 is the dividends. Ang dividends ay pera na kita ng isang kumpanya na sinishare nila sa mga stockholders. Para tong thank you reward ng mga owners na sa mga stockholders dahil nag-invest sila sa company nila. For example, let's say you bought 100 shares at that company. Then the company decided to give you 2 pesos per shares. So you will earn 200 pesos dahil sa binili mong shares kahit wala kang ginagawa. So, kahit hindi ka nagtatrabaho dun sa company na yun, kikita ka pa rin dahil part owner ka through stocks. So, that's all for our topic. Now, let's proceed to the next one.
So, I will clarify the rules and add about owners and stockholders. So, owners often play an active role in managing the business, especially in smaller companies like sole proprietorship or partnership. They are directly involved in day-to-day operation, strategic planning, and financial management. They require detailed financial information to make informed decisions about pricing, production, investment, and overall business strategy. So, stockholders. Stockholders are primarily investors who may or may not be involved in the daily operation of the company. Their level of involvement can range from passive investors who simply expect a return on their investment to active stakeholders who participate in strategic decision through board presentation. So, they need financial information to assess the company performance, evaluate investment risks, and make decision about buying, selling, or holding their stock. So, in short, owners are the people who provide capital for the business, and a stockholder is a person or entity that owns shares in a corporation. That's all. Thank you.